Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today we want to talk about knowing versus teaching. Alright, so we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to enjoy a nice breath or two. It's good, you can barely smell smoke. Actually, not at all. Just relax your body, loosen the muscles. Just let your breathing take on a natural pace. Alright, so knowing versus teaching. Can't tell you how many times I hear people kind of a little bit upset that, Dan, I don't get it. I know everything about TMS. I could teach a course on it. I know it. I've read the books. I've watched the videos. I've taken courses, I've done brain retraining, I've done all sorts of stuff. I know about TMS. How come I'm not better? And so knowledge is cool. Knowledge is good. Understanding, that's the first foundation, is what causes pain. You know, and for anybody who's all about the TMS stuff, you know, Sarno's original theories were all about the emotions, the repressed emotions, primarily anger and rage. I've expanded the perceived danger beyond that. It could be anything, right? Repressed emotions is perceived as dangerous by many of us. But that's not the only thing that could go on. And so if you can't figure out, like, hey, I don't really have much childhood trauma, my life's pretty good, I don't get it, perceived danger. Perceived danger. It could be, you know, an illness that you had. You got a virus, you had to take antibiotics, you had to take medicine you didn't really want to take, you had surgery, and the symptoms or the pain from the surgery was pretty heavy, and you were scared about it, and the fear of it not healing right. You know, you could have, any number of things can cause the brain to go into a fear mode, and with fear and attention, symptoms can become chronic. It doesn't have to be the emotions. It can be. It certainly is often. Life stress, you know, big life changes, lost a job, lost a parent, lost a loved one, whatever it may be, whether it be breakup or death or whatever it may be. All sorts of things can be interpreted as dangerous by the brain and can result in some symptoms happening. So again, knowledge is cool. Knowledge is important. But for those people who say, you know, I've read every TMS book out there, I don't get why my pain's not going away. There's a difference between knowledge and teaching. What we're trying to do here is convince the subconscious brain, which is in complete control of whether or not you have symptoms. We're trying to teach the subconscious brain that the perceived danger is perceived and not actual. It's not a real threat. And so knowledge gets you part of the way there. Right? That's what book cures are about. People who get a book cure, why do they get better? Because the book cure was so powerful for some people that they just went, oh my goodness, I'm not broken. What happens to the perceived danger and the fear? Whew, down to the floor. So, if you didn't get a book cure, neither did I. Neither do like 99.9% of the people who hear about TMS. So don't get stressed out that you didn't get it and you want it. But knowledge alone isn't the issue. The book cure happens because the knowledge reduced the fear, therefore no perceived danger, therefore the brain says, I'm safe, we're good, boom, turn off the alarm system. So knowing, knowledge versus teaching. What do I mean by teaching? Well, we really want to just say, okay, I understand it intellectually, but now through consistency of message, consistent messages of safety, I'm going to kind of drill that into the subconscious. A lot of that has to do with how we respond to the symptoms. When you have symptoms, when you have colorful days, do you tend more to panic, freak out, worry, doubting what's going on? Or do you consistently remind yourself, hey, I'm good. I got this. There's nothing going on. Right? Back to the foundation. Know what's going on. Know it applies to you. Know there's a cure. And fourth is know that you have what it takes. So we want to teach this scared, misinformed subconscious brain that we're okay. That requires thinking, acting, and behaving as if we're okay. That means not talking about the symptoms all the time, not researching them, not trying to fix them all the time. Shifting attention towards living your life better and more, live more, fix less, right? Because if you're always fixing, if you're doing like 3 hours of TMS mind-body protocols, what's the perception that your brain's going to have? Holy cow, we're in trouble. Look at all that they're doing to heal, to fix themselves, right? If you want to teach your brain that you're okay, think, act, speak, behave as if you're okay. Because when you do normal things and you think about life instead of thinking about fixing your symptoms, your brain has no choice but to go, I guess he's okay. I guess she's okay. They're okay, right? We want to teach the brain we're safe. And that does not mean walking around with the mantra of, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Your brain's going to go, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. Why? Because you're doing this mantra that's designed to teach you that you're okay. But you're acting and behaving and avoiding, and you're scared and you're fearful. It's not what you say. It's how you think, act, behave. The things you do. This isn't about saying, it's about what you do. Do you get up and first thing you do is you do body scanning? Go, oh no, today's going to be horrible. Or you wake up and go, whatever it is cool. I made it through every other bad day. I'll make it through today, good or bad. Right, that mindset. The mindset is key. The mindset goes, okay, here's where I am. I accept it. Not fighting it, not resisting it, not trying to fix it, not trying to figure it out. That's all resistance. The mindset goes, today's going to be today. What can I do to have some fun? What can I do to engage in living? Can I do something productive, meaningful, connect with others? Doing those normal things from a place of joy, love, is so much better than trying to spend all day fixing, figuring out your symptoms, right? So you may know about TMS, but do you know it? Have you taught your subconscious that you're really okay? Or are you still thinking, acting, speaking, behaving as if you're in trouble, right? You want to teach the brain through your actions, through your thoughts, through your words. Listen to the words you use. Listen to the words you're using. If a common theme is the word terrified, you're not teaching your brain anything. You may say, I know about TMS, but I'm terrified. I'm terrified of my brain. I'm terrified of emotions. I'm terrified of fear now. I'm afraid of fear. I'm terrified of the symptoms themselves. I'm terrified of making them worse. You know about TMS, but you're not really teaching your brain anything other than confirming the brain's perception that something bad's going on. So there's a difference between knowing about TMS and teaching your brain. And a lot of that takes a proactive effort, A lot of people will say, okay, so is it just a matter of more time? Do I just wait for this to work? No, take a proactive approach. Anything you really want to learn, you have to do that kind of proactively. You want to learn how to program computers? You're going to have to study it and practice. You want to learn an instrument? You're going to have to study it and practice it. You want to learn a sport? You're going to have to watch it, study it, learn it, practice it. Getting over TMS and perceived danger pain is a practice. But it's not a daily thing that you do for an hour and then, you freak out the rest of the day. It's a practice where you just acknowledge where you are, you accept where you are, you stop fighting it, and when you notice symptoms, I'm okay. I'm not going to be concerned with it. If you notice yourself ruminating and being very fearful and the thoughts spinning faster and faster, pattern interrupt, stop it. Look for that video in the past week or so. It's a real good way to stop the catastrophic thinking. I'm not going to do that anymore. It doesn't buy me anything. That's not the solution. So, knowing versus teaching. Teach the brain. And I will say this, trust the body, teach the brain. The body knows what to do. It really does. We really want to teach the brain that we're okay, and that takes a proactive approach. It takes awareness and a decision. An awareness to look out for, am I going down the slippery slope of the habitual fears and thoughts? Am I talking about it more because symptoms are up? Am I worrying more? Am I avoiding things more? Notice what you're doing and then say, oh, is that helping me or is that confirming danger? Because if I am caring less about the symptoms because I have a deep knowledge that I'm actually okay, you're on your way to teaching the brain that you're okay. When the brain learns that you're okay, symptoms can settle down. So, knowing about TMS is not enough. Teaching your fearful, scared, subconscious brain that you're okay through your thoughts, actions, behaviors, words. That's where you teach the brain. And when the brain learns that you're actually okay, that's when things start to happen for you. It's a mindset game first. Get the mindset right first. Teach yourself that you're okay. Think, act, behave, speak as if you're okay. The brain's paying attention. It'll get the hint. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. And love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.